everyone, I'm Mary Munoz.
And I'm Hannah Thorson.
And we're here today to go ahead and talk about our book, Signature of an Abductee.
And
if anybody had or been considering possibilities of experiences with extraterrestrials or other unknown phenomenon, our book, Signature of an Abductee, documents our lives and our situations and how we have resolved similar aspects of the phenomenon for our daily lives.
Mm-hmm. And we go over the 72 signs of abduction. That's why it's called Signature of an Abductee. Some people might take that as a negative, but it's actually, there's a lot of positive in this book. And so we changed up the 72 signs based on our experiences, and we've added some things that were not included into the questionnaire that Mom was given many years back.
Yes, the original questionnaire, I think, had 56 signs, and then it went up to 72. I think it may even be more today than when we wrote the book in 2017. There are a lot of signs of abduction or contact, however you want to take it or call it. For us, it doesn't matter. In the book itself, we say abduction because at the time, some of the things that were occurring, we don't remember ever giving permission, not saying that we didn't get permission to be taken, but some of our memories are not so pleasant or positive, and some of them we, have basically said, no, we don't want to go, and we end up gone. So that, in a sense, is abduction. Other ones we have are very positive, very learning, very beautiful, and those are more contact, so.
But because of what we did base it on, we kept it with abduction. So just because the word's there does not mean that it is a negative aspect
or something to be feared of.
Exactly. So, because we have had questions about that. And the reason why we call it signature is because it's our signature. It's our experiences.
It's based on the fact that when we're taken, they usually follow our signature, which is our genetics. And I am a 4th, 5th, maybe even further back generational experiencer. Hannah is also a generational experiencer. So it's not just happened to be Hannah and myself. It came through my father, his father, and from uncles and grandfathers and grandmothers. I mean, it
but
goes
they never talked about that.
No, there was
very
indication,
often.
But it wasn't discussed.
It was back then.
You have to understand, it was a taboo subject to talk about.
Yes, and it kind of was during the time Mom grew up, but things have gotten a lot more expanded in knowledge, and so it's more accepting, and that's one of the reasons why we're also out. And this book is for those who are experiencing but need some sort of possible answer. We're not going to say that this book will give you answers, but it can help you for those who are just really coming to the realization that you are experiencing something. We give suggestions on what you can do. We give situations that we've gone through, and maybe you can have a connection with that to help you go through it.
It actually does. It goes through a lot. It also it documents a path. And we basically, in our first chapter, will talk about reality of signs. The realism of what's going on. Things that show up and appear. I mean, from marks that you can actually see under an ultraviolet light.
And also other marks that we have. Yes, bruising. And we do have that in the book.
And then we'll discuss about the physical body, what occurs in the body, and what you can do about it. Everyday weirdness, things that happen, and you're just like, what?
Like missing time.
Missing time, yes.
Or, some other things that just,
You wake up in the morning and you're like, oh, I'm so tired, but you slept all night. You didn't wake up once.
Right. And then we've got spiritual. And that one we actually talk about crystals, because we've had a very interesting experience with that. And we also talk about some other psychic abilities. We kind of break down what they mean. And there's a very interesting photo, which we'll talk later on in another video, of a possible E.T. in the background. It's very interesting.
Yes. And then we also have
emotional effects. That one's just when you feel like you can't trust, it's again emotional. So
it eats at you. I know that when I went through my first hypnotherapy, it was really cool kind of going, wow, what I always thought knew intuitively and instinctively and remember is real. It's not made up. But then there's those moment of times when you step down that rabbit hole and you go, uh-oh. And I will discuss in the future about a PTSD event I went through from the phenomenon.
And then the next chapter 6, is dreaming. And this one I really like because a lot of experiences are through dreams. I know a lot of people who have experiences, or they don't know if it's an experience. They dream about it, but they think it's just a dream. I do talk about an incident where it's just not a dream. And actually, it was multiple things that have, but we'll go further into that in another video.
And then we talk about the faces of our experiences. We actually go through and document all the different beings, entities that we have experienced and what we have learned from them. Mm-hmm. We add pictures. We are, if I haven't said it already, artists.
Yes.
And besides the written documentation, we have the pictures.
Yes. And so you get to see you get to just not read about it, you get to see what we were talking about. I think, because I'm more visual, I think we both are. Mm-hmm. And so seeing the actual being really helps. And so that is in our one section. And so that's what Signature Abductee is about. And so we're going to have videos later on that talk about what we've gone through. We're going to break down things. You get to see things from the book. If you go on Amazon and you look for our book, sometimes you don't get to see all the cool stuff. I mean, there's only so much. There's a lot more that's very interesting to look at. So we're going to go through it. And then later on, we're going to also try to do other videos with our other projects. We have Contactee Journal.
Yes.
And Intuitive.
A really long name. It's a pendulum journal. Let's make it simple. All you have to do is take it, write your question, use your pendulum, get your answer, write your answer, and then you can check back later and see how close and accurate you were.
Mm-hmm. And then we also have an oracle deck. It's not in production right now, but we're hoping to have it up and going again here soon. And we may do some oracle readings and show you through our card and our decks and how it actually came about. And so
and our oracle deck surprisingly deals with extraterrestrials, crystals, and writing.
ET writing.
ET writing or galactic writing, or however you want to call it.
Also, we do plan on having hypno or meditation.
I'm going to be doing meditation scripts. I'm working on my clinical hypnotherapy certification right now. And once I get through school, I'll be an integrative healing arts practitioner. And
then I'm going to be going through
your nutrition.
My nutrition. And so people may think, why is nutrition with this phenomenon? Well, I'm going to go into that, and we're going to talk about how health and this can help you have more positive experiences and help you stay grounded and a whole bunch of other stuff.
Yes.
So.
Well,
I think that's about it. And just subscribe if you want to keep on following us. And I think you're supposed to press a little bell to get those notifications.
Yes.
We are fairly new to YouTube. So things are not going to be always flowy. So let's see how that goes.
We're learning how to work through this.
Yes.
Video, recording,
everything. So
Everything.
we're gonna be, it's a learning curve, but hopefully it'll do good. If you guys want to check out our website, it's called mysticalsignatures.com, and we'll probably have a link below, and also probably links to our other projects. And if you would like, check out our Facebook page and press like on it. And also we have Instagram and Twitter. So
And I will admit I'm not that successful at Twitter. I'm trying.
I think we're trying in general. So okay, so thank you.